won on night number 3 last night. Tonight, the Dr. Danny Johnson, by qualifying through his heat race for the redraw, drew the number 1 starting position. Will he be able to keep it for 50 laps? Billy Van Inwagen in car number 9V, a pair of 85s in row number 2. H.J. Bunning III out of Milford, Delaware. And the number 85 of Stuart Friesen out of in tonight. How will it work out? Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next time by, we are going to salute you, the great race fans here at Volusia Speedway Park. The final event of the 2013 ladies and gentlemen. So I'd like to ask each and every one of you to please get on your feet. Let's start it in turn number 4 and all the way to turn number 1. Before we go fast and start the power slide, we salute you with the big blocks, 4 wide, the ground-pounding, earth-shaking, window-rattling, 800 horses without all the mess, the big block modified Super Dirt Car Series. Sam, the Director of Traffic Control. It all comes down to this, 50 laps for the big block modified, a Super Dirt Car Series. Danny Johnson and Billy V ready to bring them down to the green. 26 other drivers right behind them, lined up double file. Their final night here at Volusia, race number 4. Can the Doctor get the championship? Can Peter Britton charge up through the field from 20th to give him a run? We're going to find out. Race fans, wipe the visor, adjust the 5-point harness. Grandpa, take a Viagra pill. It's time to get it on. Race fans, it's showtime! Billy V bobbles just a bit off of corner number 2. They're 3 wide as Stuart Friesen down the middle underneath Danny Johnson, bringing Rick Balabach with him. It's going to be H.J. Bunning III leading them around on lap number 1. Bunning in control as they exit corner number 2. Friesen riding in the 2nd spot. Balabach is 3rd, the Doctor back to 4th, and here comes the Jet, Brett Hearn. In the number 20, he'll move it up to position number 5, trying to get around Billy V, and he will do so. Van Inwagen back to the 6th spot, battle for the lead. Friesen on the top side in the MR Burdick Enterprises machine takes the lead into turn number 3, while the number 85, the Jake Marine-owned ride of H.J. Bunning, surrenders the spot. It's Friesen with the advantage. Multiple grooves to use, and these big blocks are dancing on them as they work off of corner number 2. Rivalry renewed. The Doctor on the top shelf, Hearn on the bottom. The Doctor shuts the door. Now Hearn goes to the top side. Let's see if he has anything up there for the Dr. Danny Johnson. As Johnson will hold him off into turn number 1. Meanwhile, Rick Balabach in the 7 car, he runs in 3rd. He is going after Bunning as we come around to complete lap number 5. Off the corner, Friesen, your race leader. The advantage over Bunning, 2.4 seconds. As he enters corner number 2, Bunning off the corner, a half a straightaway behind him. As Walbach challenges him for position number 2. Meanwhile, behind them, Justin Harris is on the move. T-Bone started in the 7th spot. He's now up to 6th, getting around Billy V. Matt Williamson is 8th, Mario Clare is 9th, Francois Bernier rounds out the top 10. Stellana sits back on 11th, Shepard is 12th, Williams 13th, Siri 14th, McKenny 15th. Tyler Siri started 22nd and he's up to 14th. So he's making some moves through the field in the 5-star machine, looking to get around the Neil Williams, number 323, as they exit corner number 4. Batman Peter Britton and the JBR Racing Troyer Race Cars 21A. Second in the points for the overall big block modified title here for the UNOH Dirtcar Nationals. He's trying to get up and race to the front of the field. Right now, he shows in position number 15 after starting 20th on the grid. Leaders into turn number 3. As the 85 of Friesen all by himself. As Laubach looks to grab second from the 85 of Bunning, and now Brett Hearn slides it down the middle. So the Jet kicks on the afterburners. He'll be your second place car from fourth to second and 1 power pounds as he heads into turn number 3. So Brett Hearn is on the move on the top side. Laubach dances on the bottom. That's the middle for position number 2. 10 laps in. Lane starting to get dicey for the 85 of Friesen. He gets around Eric Morgan's 901 and the number 79 of Jeremy Markle, putting them down a lap. As now Hearn has to go to work on Chris Ostrowski. The slower Carson of Ostrowski down a lap. Rick Laubach right there in position number 3. H.J. Bunning, the third, rides in fourth. Sitting in fifth is Danny Johnson. The 3 car of Justin Harris riding in position number 6. Mario Claire 7. Matt Williamson is 8. Francois Bernier 9. Matt Shepard 10th. Danny Johnson powers underneath Bunning, and Neil Williams is off the pace in turn 4. He'll put the 323 into the infield as we stay green. So Danny Johnson starting to turn up the heat just a little bit. Getting around the H.J. Bunning ride. He still has about 12 car lengths to get up and race with the number 7 of Rick Laubach. As this track is starting to slick up here at Volusia Speedway Park. As the race goes on, throttle control and spinning those wheels are going to be a big factor for these drivers. Who's going to be able to finesse the big blocks the best? Right now, it's Stuart Friesen as he is in control. Friesen putting Michelle Chapron down a lap and going after the McKinney number 34 as they exit corner number 2, and this is allowing Brett Hearn to close in. Hearn is within 5 car lengths. He's within striking distance into turn number 3. Off of corner number 4. 16 complete. For the number 20 of Brett Hearn in the second place run. Closing in on McKinney, and McKinney has wholesale traffic in front of him. The great equalizer. He has 7 lap slower cars in front of him that he's going to be looking to lap. And this is allowing the Jet to close in. Meanwhile, Danny Johnson's hot rod is getting quicker on the top side. He's closing in on the number 7 of Rick Laubach for position number 3. Laubach off of corner number 2 on the bottom. And a battle for the lead starting to shape up as Brett Hearn closing within 5 car lengths. But a great battle off of corner number 3 and 4 right now between Danny Johnson and Rick Laubach. Give the Doctor the 3rd place as they head into turn number 1. The Doctor keeps the 3rd position. Laubach comes back underneath him. He'll reclaim the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, battle off of corner number 4. Brett Hearn wants the lead. Stuart Friesen wheel to wheel into turn number 1. Friesen shuts the door on the Jet. Drifts up the hill, trying to put Jamie Mills between himself and Hearn. Won't happen that time as they dance down into turn number 3. The Jet following in the tire tracks of Friesen. Friesen's 85 right there. Hearn in the number 20 on the bottom side. First one around Mills, and it's going to be Hearn leading lap number 20. So the 20 car leads lap number 20, and Brett Hearn is now your new race leader. He's boxed in behind the 30 of Mills. Here comes Friesen, trying to use him in the pick and roll. Meanwhile, the Dr. Danny Johnson trying to run up and catch him, but he's got a long ways to go as he is your 3rd place car, and he is 3 seconds behind the race leader. Hearn continues to show the fast way. Tio Chassis under power plant. Pulling away now from Friesen by about 3 car lengths on lap number 22. off the corner. Friesen has Bruno LePage and Jimmy Horton right in front of him. Looking to put them down a lap. Can he do it? Oh boy, that one closed up quickly. Wow. As Horton LePage almost took the nose off the 20 of Hearn. Hearn wisely in a veteran move backed out of it. Let him split. He'll bring it down the middle and put them down, both down one to the land counter as they cross on lap number 24. Hearn now underneath the Darwin Green number 1. He is lapped up to the 15th place car. Hearn in the number 20, started 10th on the grid. Jamie Mills has had enough. He pulls it down into the infield pit area. Halfway home, 25 down, 25 to go. Hearn leads, Friesen second. Danny Johnson third. Rick Laubach is fourth. Mario Claire's right there in fifth. Justin Harris is sixth. Seventh is Matt Shepard. Matt Williamson, a great run in eighth. Ninth is A.J. Bunning. Rich Galata rounds out the top 10. Tyler Seary 11th. Peter Britton 12th. Dan Potter 13th. Ron Bellinger 14th. Bruno LePage 15th. Tell you who's having a heck of a run out there tonight is the number 22C of a Super Mario Claire. He is now up to position number 4, and he is coming after Danny Johnson. And he'll grab position number 3, so Super Mario is on the move. The Biopel, number 22C. Brett Hearn, though, continues to power around as your race leader. 1.4 seconds advantage over that man right there. 85 of Stuart Friesen. That 85 on your screen, that's Dan Potter, just went one lap down. And now Hearn's going after Peter Britton in the 12th position and the 901 of Eric Corman. Oh, contact with Corman. Hearn and Corman made contact at the turn number 1. We're going to have to keep our eye on the right rear of Brett Hearn as he made contact with the lap car coming off of corner number 4. Is Stuart Friesen going to be able to take advantage? You can see the discoloration on that right rear Hoosier from the contact with Corman on Hearn's right rear. Next time he comes by, take a look at it. Meanwhile, the 85 of Friesen holding on to position number 2. We've got a car off the pace. That is Eric Corman on the back straightaway. That may be the result of the contact with Brett Hearn. So if Eric Corman is off the pace with damage, what looks like on the right front, will we see any damage on the Hearn number 20 as the plot thickens? And Stuart Friesen closing in on him as he gets around the Peter Britton 21A. 32 complete. Friesen within 4 car lengths of Hearn, way back in the distance. A full straightaway behind is Danny Johnson in 3rd. Mario Claire is 4th. 5th is Rick Laubach. 6th is Justin Harris. Matt Shepard 7th. Matt Williamson 8th. Rich Galata 9th. H.J. Bunning the 3rd. And we've got a car off the pace, but he keeps it going as we are under yellow. Yellow lights are on. Tyler Seary, the reason for the caution here on lap number 33, and I can take a breath before I pass out.
Shane, definitely a great chance for you to catch your breath. You put in a great job. How about the first 33 laps caution-free of this event?
During the caution over there, and I think just one wanted to come in, and that was it. So Michelle Chaquan, the only one that came to pit road.
Brett Hearn has 20 Florida wins. He leads all modified drivers with 20 Florida wins. His last win coming in 2000. Hearn in the 20 leads, the 85. Friesen is 2nd. The Doctors 27J is 3rd. Super Mario 4th. Laubach 5th. Harris is 6th. 7th is Shepard. Matt Williamson, a great run for him tonight. 8th. Scalata 9th. Bunning is 10th, and we're back underway. 33 in the book. 17 left to go, and here comes Super Mario. He found the magic mushroom on the top side. He's looking to close in as they head into turn number 3 and 4. 3 wide with Friesen and Danny Johnson off the turn, and it's still all Brett Hearn. Working off of corner number 2, Mario Claire. As they work their way down the back straightaway, Super Mario is now going to go after the jet. And T-Bone Justin Hares is up to position number 4. What's he have for the top 3? Laubach trying to keep everybody behind him on the bottom. As Francois Bernier out of the French connection here. Up into turn number 1 and 2. Backstretch they dance as Mario Claire pulling away from Danny Johnson, but he has nothing for Brett Hearn right now. And Hearn breaks. Hearn is off the pace. Brett Hearn in the number 20 shuts it down in turn number 4. Oh my. Yellow lights are on. Brett Hearn, a right rear, ladies and gentlemen. Contact with the Eric Corman 901. I told you to keep an eye on it. We'd been watching it. That sneaker has gone soft.
Vision.com cameras. The right rear steel mud cover was bent bad. Obviously, it probably broke the bead loose on that tire, and it just gave way. The contact was there. That was the reason. There's just no two ways around it.
So this will put Super Mario Claire in the number 22C as your race leader. And I'm going to do a little research and homework here. Let me see. We have Brett Hearn, Danny Johnson, Kenny Brightbill, Jack Johnson, Jimmy Horton, Tim Fuller, Stuart Friesen from Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada. Modified Super Dirt Car Series here at Volusia. Now there is a French-Canadian driver that has won a restart. Good strategy. That's where it's been paying off for him. Well, for those of you in attendance that have been here the last couple of nights, and for those of you listening and watching on dirtvision.com and dirtondirt.com, you know that we have had to use a translator. And look at this. Mario Claire says, I want the bottom. And now he'll keep the bottom. Claire leads. Danny Johnson second. Justin Harris third. Stuart Friesen is fourth. Rick Laubach is fifth. Don't count out Matt Shepard. He sits sixth. Rich Scalata seventh. Bunny is eighth. Williamson is ninth. Francois Bernier sits in position number 10. Brett Hearn right there. We are back underway. Working it off of corner number 2. Danny Johnson bobbles, and that opens the door for Mario Claire. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, Justin Harris in the number 3 trying to grab the 2 spot. Stuart Friesen right there as they work their way off of corner number 4. Let's see what Hearn has got. Hearn has got a fast race car. He is back up to 6th. Remember, there were only 10 cars on the lead lap, and Brett Hearn is back up to position number 5. So they work their way down the backstretch into turn number 3 and 4. We bring it off the turn, and Mario Claire right now is showing them how to get it done. And Brett Hearn is on the charge. A fresh right rear sneaker. Oh my. He is now up to position number 4. Brett Hearn is on the move as Hearn is back up to the 4 spot, closing in on Danny Johnson through corner number 3 and on to 4. As the 3 car, Justin Harris runs back there in position number 2. Mario Claire leads him off the corner on lap number 38. Hearn closing in on Johnson for position number 3, who in turn will go to the top side. Bobbles just a little bit, can't get around Justin Harris. And the Doctor trying to fend off the jet into turn number 1. Brett Hearn running in 4th. Stuart Friesen is 5th. Matt Shepard is 6th. 7th belongs to Rick Laubach. 8th is Rich Scalata with 10 to go. Super Mario Claire, a former 358 modified series champion, leading them into turn number 3 and 4 as Danny Johnson going after the Justin Harris number 3 for position number 2. Brett Hearn watching from the 4 spot. Top four all within the same corner. Here comes Harris down the back straightaway. They're all inching in on Mario Claire into turn number 3. Claire still works the top side as Justin Harris on the middle. The Doctor on the top, and here comes Hearn on the bottom. Hearn in the 20 now takes third, throws a slider, but Danny Johnson says, oh no, I'm going to keep position number 3 for now. They'll race together down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. And here comes Harris to the inside of Claire. Danny Johnson right there with him. Brett Hearn on the 4th spot as we have 7 laps remaining. Danny Johnson off the corner. Brett Hearn on the bottom. Justin Harris right there in front of him. Second, third, and fourth all together, closing in on Mario Claire. He hits his marks through corner number 4. Super Mario continues to show the way. If you don't like this kind of racing, oh baby, check your pulse as the Doctor bobbles off of corner number 2. Hearn shuts the door, at least tries to. Danny Johnson right there, and here comes Harris for the lead. Bacchetti off the pace. He'll take it to the infield. Meanwhile, back up in front, Harris by a half car length behind underneath the number 22C of Super Mario. And Justin Harris is your new race leader. And Brett Hearn comes to the 3 spot. Danny Johnson is fading. Top 3 all together with 5 laps remaining. And we have caution on the speedway. Yellow lights are on. In the number 85 machine. Five laps remaining.
This one is going to be no different as you got some great drivers getting ready to duke it out. A 5-lap dash to the checkers.
How about the Doctor, Danny Johnson? Let's find out together. We have a handful remaining. Claire's going to fire first. Justin Harris on the top side. And T-Bone's going to lead him into turn number 1 and 2. Justin Harris off the corner. He'll lead him down the backstretch. And here comes Super Matt Shepard. Oh, we've got a car around. Turn number 2, yellow lights are on. H.J. Bunning in the number 85, the reason for the yellow. Ready to go. Once again, 5 laps remaining for this big block modified Super Dirt Car Series finale here at Volusia. Claire gets a good start that time. Hearn looking to follow him through on the inside. Around the number 3 of Justin Harris. Can he do it? Here comes Friesen. He goes 1 groove lower. He's 3 wide with Shepard and Danny Johnson down the back straightaway. He'll take over position number 4. And Hearn is going after position number 2, but it's Mario Claire off the corner. Hearn now back up to the 2 spot. Let's see if he has anything for Super Mario Claire as they work their way down the back straightaway into corner number 3 and 4. Harris watches from 3rd. Danny Johnson sits in 4th. Up off the corner, Mario Claire brings it down to the line. 47 down, 3 to go for Super Mario. As they work their way off of corner number 2. Friesen looking to grab 4th from the Doctor. He has it by a car length. Hearn's gonna take a look to the inside. Off of turn number 4, 2 to go for Super Mario. Brett Hearn, will he play the spoiler in this one? He's gotta run down the back straightaway, closing in on Mario Claire into turn number 3. Hearn's gonna pull to the inside. Claire's gonna drive it in a little bit deeper. Off of corner number 4, white flag is out into turn number 1. Final time for the big block modified. Hearn to the inside, Claire on the bottom, and it's going to be Hearn taking him down the backstretch. Brett Hearn into turn number 3 and 4. The driver out of Sussex, New Jersey, 7-time Mr. Dirt champion, comes back to win the final night. Mario Claire 2nd, the number 3 of Justin Harris is 3rd. Stuart Friesen 4th, Matt Shepard 5th, Danny Johnson 6th, Matt Williamson 7th, 8th will be Laubach, 9th will be Scalata, and H.J. Bunning rounds out the top 10.
We got it working.
Time to make the donuts. Time to make the donuts with Brett Hearn. I've said this to you before. It never ceases to amaze me what you do behind the wheel of a race car. Let's talk about this race. You started 10th on the grid. You had a good hot rod, but what happened in traffic?
I think I may have clipped the lap car when I tried to split these guys off of 4. I didn't really get a chance to talk to the guys there and see exactly what happened, but I'm sure that we either bent a wheel or something and it had a slow leak. So our car started getting tighter and tighter, but we were still going through lap cars like they were stopped. And I mean, you just had an extraordinary car tonight. And we kind of struggled all week long. So we crashed the thing and the guys fixed it. Wow, I got to digest that one. That was pretty cool.
Let's talk about the last couple of laps. You had a very good race car. You had the momentum going, and then that caution came out. Take us through the last couple of laps on that restart.
Well, as I suspected, when I got that flat tire, we didn't have the same compound to put back on the car. So I could tell by the look on the dejected look on the crew that they weren't ready to change that tire with the same compound. So I just went out there and said, well, I'm going to do the best I can do. And you know, the fortunate part of that race was we put so many cars down a lap that we got to get back, you know, to like 10th or 12th spot on the starting grid again, which is, you know, the way the rules work. So sometimes they work in your favor, sometimes they work against you. But I just gotta commend my crew for you know, everything they've stuck with this week and working real hard day and night. And Guy Madsen Motorsports, Steve Huff Motors, 417 Bus Lines are here tonight. All my sister and my niece are here tonight. My sister and my niece are here tonight. Don Kruger's here. I mean, all the people that you know, help support this team. Design 500, I saw them here. ProFab's been here all week. You know, there's a lot of people that help us get this race car on the track. None more than the Madsen family. And I'm thrilled, man. This is really cool. I'm glad I did this, and this will make the ride home. And one more guy I want to thank, who's probably on Dirt Vision today, is Kevin Cross, who's been helping the team. Doesn't take a lot of credit for much, but I'm thinking about what he's done for us, and I'm sure he's listening. So thanks, Kevin.
This is your 21st win in Florida. How's this one rate to the other 20?
Well, there's none more exciting than winning him on the last lap. That's like you know, hitting the jumper with you know, a second to go. I mean, it's crazy. You know, it's such a thing where you just got to hit the line. It's so perfect to get speed, and I was able to hit that last lap really well.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Big Block Modified Super Dirt Car Series winner here on night number 4 of the UNOH Dirt Car Nationals, Brett the Jet Hearn. Second place tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Mario Claire. We want to bring him up here. Martin, he's going to come up here. He's going to translate for us. Super Mario, I'll tell you what, man. We have had a chance to talk to you each and every night. What a fantastic drive you did tonight. How good was your race car?
Comment était ta voiture ce soir?
Oh, la voiture était très bonne, la voiture à soir, mais je sais que Breton était pas mal plus rapide que moi. Quand j'ai vu sur le tableau qu'il était rendu 3e, je m'attendais à ce qu'il vienne me faire, c'est sûr. Puis même, durant la course, il était pas mal plus vite que tout le monde.
I had a really fast car tonight, but when I saw Brett Hearn on the scoreboard, I knew that he was the fastest car here tonight, so I knew you had good chances to pass me.
How good does it feel walking out of here knowing that you had such a good 4 days here in Florida?
Comment tu te sens avoir eu si bon 4 jours ici en Floride?
C'est sûr que je suis très content, satisfait. C'est ma meilleure, disons, comment je pourrais dire ça. Depuis que je viens ici, comment je sais.
It is his best performance since he's come here, so he's really happy of his 4 days.
Who you want to thank?
Qui tu veux remercier?
Avec toute mon équipe, les commanditaires, puis tous les fans qui me suivent partout, il y en a beaucoup ici, puis au Québec. Merci beaucoup.
So he wants to thank his race team, all his sponsors, and also all the Quebec fans.
Well, they came out in fine force to support you. You didn't let them down. A hell of a job. Mario Claire, Super Mario, picking up position number 2. Justin Harris, let's get a word with you. T-Bone, come on over here. Third place run for you tonight. Another podium finish for the driver of the Phelps Cement Products number 3 machine. You had your chances to get underneath the 22, just couldn't pay it off. But again, another podium finish. You guys making some great strides.
Yeah, it's just, it's real disappointing because I think we had the car to beat, and long runs, I think I was on a harder tire than the rest of the guys, and that last restart, cooled it down a little bit too much, and it just didn't fire. And like I said, our eggs didn't fall in the basket tonight, and like I said, it's pretty disappointing. But we have had a good week here, cars in one piece, and I got to thank everybody that came down to help me out, and we really enjoyed coming down here and put on a good show, because it must have been a good one for the fans to watch.
Always a heck of a one for the fans to watch, and this gives you some momentum building up when we start racing up in the Northeast.
Yeah, it does. And like I said, we're so bad last night in the feature that we just threw a bunch of stuff at it tonight, and I tell you what, it really worked good. And like I said, as soon as that hard tire kicked in, it was we were coming to the front, but it just took so long to get there.
How about the sponsors?
I got to thank Phelps Cement Products, Sweeteners Plus, SMV Motorsports, Classics and Customs, Bicknell Racing Products, Finger Lakes Auto Machine. They gave me, like I said, a great car and a great motor. And like I said, I got to thank my crew and family and everybody back home. A lot of friends and stuff watching this, back home. So just say hi to all of them.
Justin, fantastic showing this week. Justin Harris coming home in position number 3. We have one final presentation in just a moment that will be coming up, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be doing this here. We're going to have our top 3 down here in Victory Lane. They will be getting their pictures taken by Brett Hearn's winning car, and we will be presenting a big gator once again to an overall points champion here for 2013 for the UNO Dirtcar Nationals, presented by Summit Racing Equipment. And ladies and gentlemen, what a night of racing. Again, the World of Outlaws Late Model Series doing a fantastic job. And of course, tonight, the Big Block Modified Super Dirt Car Series 50 lapper coming down to the last lap, last corner, with Brett Hearn picking up the win. But our stage presentations and our championship presentations are not over. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to turn the microphones over to the CEO of the World Racing Group, Mr. Brian Carter.
Thank you, Shane. You guys have seen us give away 3 of these.